today's video, we're CSSing this cube animation from Bees and Bombs. So we start with the number of cubes. So that's going to be n is 12. And then we have a 3D assembly. And inside it we have a loop. So for j, starting from 0, going all the way up to n, increment this j. And we have the cubes, which are 3D shapes. So shape 3D. And then again we have a similar loop. So here we'll be having a different loop index, and this is going to be the maximum, which we set to 4 faces. A cube actually has 6, but we won't be seeing the lateral ones. Then we have the square cube faces, which are 2D shapes, so shape 2D. Now let's put something on the screen. So we have an edge length of, let's say, 4s, and we have the 2D shape, which is going to have a width equal to that edge length, a height equal to the same edge length. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, now let's set a background just so that we can see them. Okay, now for all div elements, we set position absolute, and we also set transform style preserve 3D. This is so that we can have 3D transformed elements inside other 3D transformed elements. Now for our 3D assembly, so assembly 3D, we have top 50% and left 50%. And this puts stuff in the middle, 50%. Okay, now almost in the middle, because it's the top left corner that's in the middle, so let's fix that. Margin minus half the edge length, and this puts the square right in the middle. Now on the body, we also want to set margin 0, we want to make it full height, we want to set a perspective, let's say 65ns. We want to set the perspective origin, which is going to be 50%, and then calc 50% minus, we need to interpolate this, I don't know, this is pretty random, to be fair. Okay, now here we also can set transform rotate x. Okay, again, this is a pretty random, arbitrary value. We can collapse this assembly thing as well. Now let's distribute the cubes. In order to do that, we need a bit of an index for them. So yeah, we need an index, not a bit of the index, just yeah, an index for each. J is the loop index, and also the number of 3D shapes, which again we set it in a style attribute. Okay, now here for the 3D shape, we set a position custom property, and for the transform we use this position. Before that, let's compute an initial angle. This is going to be calc j times 1 term over n. Okay, and here we have a rotate y and use this initial angle, and next let's also have a translation along the third axis, and here we need to interpolate because it's for the value of a custom property. Let's say this is a dummy value, it doesn't really matter. And now we've distributed these. Something else I want to do here, I want to compute an angle here, which is going to be that initial angle divided by, and this is going to be the number of faces, so I need to set it here, just like I've set the number of 3D shapes, so set the number of faces as well. This is n, of course. So I've done this. Now here I want to set rotate X. Okay, now having done this, I want to also distribute the faces on the 3D shapes. And I could set an index for each face, exactly as I've done right here. So use I and I here, but I don't want to do this because if we look at the compiled HTML, we see inside the first cube I have I1, I2, I3. So 0, 1, 2, 3 for the second one and for the third one, and these keep repeating. If we go down, as you can see, these keep repeating for every cube. So we don't want that repetition. Instead, let's remove that from there, and let's take this loop and go up, and inside a style element, we have this loop, we have the 2D shape, sorry, like this. Okay, and nth child, and here we have I plus 1 because it's 1 based and this loop is 0 based. So we set I equal to the loop index, and we avoid repetition this way. Okay, now having done this, let's go back here, and we'll be using something similar to what we have there. So that's going to be transform rotate X. This is going to be calc 1 turn I times 1 turn over n. Okay, and then we have translate along the third axis, something like this. Okay, now let's also set backface visibility hidden. Let's do something else in terms of background. So let's set HSL. Let's do with something like 80% and 65% for the saturation and lightness, and here we'll be having this. So we need to have, first off, we have J times 360 over N over M. And then we have plus I times 360 over M. Something like this, I'm guessing. So I can say it's this one is going to be this. Does it work like that? No, it doesn't. Sadly, it doesn't. So yeah, just leave it at that. I think it goes the other way. So what I'll be doing is change here. Okay, so I think this is doing it. Now I'll be having an animation, so keyframes, rotation 2, it's going to be the same position, rotate X, calc, something like this. let's set animation, this rotation, so let's see. Okay, it looks good. I think that here we could do something like, actually we can do this self-positive, and here we can have calc. Something like this. Maybe just do it like that. I think it looks good like that, so let's just set the background on the body, and let's do a few final tweaks. So on background, let's do a bit of a smarter positioning. So here, in the style right here, we'll be having a factor for the distribution. So for the 3D shapes, this is going to be 1 over tangent of pi over n. So like this. And then I'm going to have a second factor over n. Now here I'll be using calc on that distribution factor times, let's say, 0.8 times the edge length. So they'd be what don't you? So that should have worked. Why don't you work? Oh, the interpolation. Okay, that fixed. Okay, and then I'll be using something similar for this other one right here, except here is going to be the exact fit. So 5.5, so it exactly fits. Okay, that was kind of an interesting effect there. Just check it out. It looks kind of cool. Okay, something that I wanted to show you, and why I didn't use like anything explicitly referencing cubes, because here if I change this to something like 8, it should still work. As you can see, we get something like a wheel. So yeah, this is why you can have something like 6. It's still going to work similarly, and we can have something like 3, and again it's going to work in a similar manner. So yeah, this is what I wanted to show you for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have and you want me to be able to do more stuff in the future, remember that compliments don't really pay for my expenses. You, however, can do it. And you can do this by getting something off my Amazon wishlist, which is stuff that I would get anyway instead of paying bills or buying food. So you're basically paying for that if you're getting that kind of stuff. Or you can at least share this to show the role that can be done with CSS these days. Because honestly, I think it's pretty damn cool. In any event, thanks for watching.